Look, I'm going to be real with you. If you re a guy who feels like you have to try hard, you have to text the right thing, say the perfect line, or prove your worth to a woman, you've already lost. Because the moment you push, the spell breaks. The harder you chase, the weaker you look. It's one of the most fundamental laws of attraction that most people completely miss. Today we're flipping that entire script, so she starts chasing you. No games, no manipulation, just pure, subtle psychology. Stick with me, because I'm going to break down 3 hidden triggers that make women gravitate toward you effortlessly. And before we dive in, if you are serious about mastering this, about becoming the kind of man who attracts instead of chases, hit that subscribe button right now. We go deep into this kind of psychology every week. You don't want to miss the full playbook. All right, let's get into the mind games. Think about the sun for a second. Does the sun beg the planets to orbit it? No, it just shines, and everything is pulled in. High-value men work the exact same way. They don't need to chase. Their presence does the work. When you stop bending over backward, she gets curious. Why isn't he like the others? Why isn't he chasing? That curiosity is the engine of attraction. The principle is simple. The less effort you show, the more effort she invests. When your attention isn't free, when it feels earned, it becomes valuable. That is when she starts replaying your conversation at night, because you didn't give her the certainty she is used to. And that uncertainty? That's the invisible thread pulling her in. Real power doesn't chase, it attracts. Here's where it gets interesting. The human brain hates contradiction. It can't stand holding 2 opposing truths at the same time. That tension, that confusion, is emotional energy. You get women hooked when you deliberately create subtle contradictions in how they see you. One moment, you're giving approval, smiling, listening, leaning in. She feels safe. Then, right when she's comfortable, you drop a playful challenge. You're actually fun to talk to, but I'm not sure you could keep up with me for a whole weekend. Boom. Approval plus doubt. Her brain can't categorize you anymore. Now she's asking herself, does he like me or not? Am I winning or losing? A compliment closes the loop. A contradiction leaves it open. And the brain keeps spinning until it finds resolution, which means she keeps chasing you for the answer. Now, let's talk about language. How words can plant attraction without effort. Direct orders push people away. So, instead, we embed commands inside casual sentences. You don't say, you should want to see me again. You say, the funny thing about energy like this is, people usually end up imagining seeing each other again before the night's even over. See that? You didn't tell her to do it, you described it as if it's just a natural truth. Her brain applies it to herself automatically. Another one. Instead of, text me later, you say, most people, after a conversation this good, just can't help wanting to text again. That's the beauty of embedded commands. They slip past the conscious filter and land straight in her subconscious. No chase, no pressure, just gentle influence. This is the killer move. Never tell her why she likes you, make her tell herself. People don't fall in love with your reasons. They fall in love with their own. You see her lingering after her friends leave. Don't rush. Just glance at the door, smile, and say, funny, you're still here. What made you decide to stay? Now her mind scrambles for an answer. I don't know. I just like talking to you. And that's it. She just convinced herself. When she chooses to stay and you casually say, look at you, choosing to stay, you've attached the action to her identity. Attraction sticks when she believes she decided it. She's not following you. She's following her own story. So let's wrap this up. Your calm creates curiosity. Your tease creates tension. Your language plants commands, and her choices create the story. You make space. She chooses it. She justifies it. And that bond lasts. because it came from her side. So remember, be the sun. Don't chase. Just shine and let everything orbit you.